The Australian government has told diplomats and their families to leave Lebanon and Israel as the US moves its military assets closer to Iran, which now includes stealth fighter jets. The Department of Foreign Affairs has said in a statement the security situation in the Middle East is unpredictable. Regional tensions remain high and there continues to be a risk of military conflict. Meanwhile, Iran has pushed back against US President Donald Trump ahead of crucial talks. Let's go to Washington correspondent Jonathan Kersley. Jono, this comes after the president delivered the longest State of the Union address last night. But what's Iran had to say?
Well, they've been really pointed in their language that President Trump used in his State of the Union last night. On one hand, you've got a foreign ministry official comparing President Trump to Hitler's propaganda spokesperson, Joseph Goebbels, accusing him of running misinformation, disinformation and spreading bad lies. On the other hand, you've got other regime officials who are looking ahead to the talks that are going to take place in Geneva in Switzerland in a matter of hours' time, saying that they are hopeful of some sort of positive outcome on these talks. And that has been the real pressure point, because a matter of 6 days or so ago, President Trump gave Iran 15 days in order to strike a deal. If not, he warned that bad things would happen. Last night, he said in his State of the Union address that Iran was essentially preparing to make missiles and that he would never allow the organisation he says is the world's largest sponsor of terror to have a nuclear weapon. It clearly is a very tense time and a pivotal time in this region as the US military has bolstered its presence there. Dozens of warplanes, some of the world's largest aircraft carriers in and around this area. And obviously, as you said, there is now that concern from the Australian government about the families of diplomats in the region, Israel, Lebanon, Jordan, Qatar, Oman. Clearly a level of concern from the Australian government there about the prospect of violence in this region. This is what Vice President J.D. Vance had to say on the issue of Iran on our affiliate Fox News here in the United States.
Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. That would be the ultimate military objective if that's the route that he chose. That is, of course, what we're trying to accomplish, as the president said, through the preferred route of diplomacy. But it's very simple. We have to get to a position where Iran, the largest state sponsor of terrorism in the world, cannot threaten the world with nuclear terrorism.
So clearly there is a lot of posturing going on, but also some tense times ahead. We'll be watching this space very closely when those talks in Switzerland take place, likely starting later this evening, Australian time, and pushing through for a number of hours. Meanwhile, J.D. Vance, he's going to front the cameras, Peter, in a couple of hours' time as the new head of the war on fraud. Let's see if he has any more to say on the situation.
Keep an eye out and an ear out for that. Thank you, Jono.